Hello, welcome. Is there anybody as I start this live stream? Say hello in the chat box. How is everybody doing? Let's see who is joining us. Some new names. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Deanna Thomas. That's my middle name, Thomas. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I started a couple of minutes early just to say hello and see if anybody wants to say hello in the chat box and maybe talk a little bit about why you might be here. And also, I want to make sure you can hear me. So if someone would mind just going ahead and saying hello just for the heck of it in the chat box, and that will tell me whether or not you can hear me. So we want to make sure you can hear me, which is another reason why I started a little early, just to make sure folks can hear me. Can you hear me? Please say hello, somebody. Nobody. Oh, I saw somebody just joined. Hi, Jean. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Oh, Jean. Sorry. Thank you, Jean. Gosh, my eyes are going. Oh, they're going. We're just going to wait a minute. It is going to be a small group, so I probably will start on time. And so, yeah, if you're just joining, say hello in the chat box and maybe tell me, are you planning to shop this sale? Are you here to just browse? Are you here because you just want to see miniatures, which I can respect that because I would come just to see the miniatures too, because they really are pretty fabulous. And that's why I'm doing this live stream. I want to make sure that folks can get to see a little bit of a preview before they go and shop and bid and go ahead and commit to purchasing. So we'll wait another minute. And but yeah, I hear you fine. All of what you just said, I know. Oh, good. That means that you're going to shop the sale, which is good. But even if you're just here to just browse and see fun miniatures, that's awesome too. And like I said, there are some beautiful miniatures in this sale, and that's why I had to schedule this live stream just to show folks, and also, just for a record, it's kind of good just to get a record of what is happening with this collection and with this the collection of this Zoe Breiner, who we're going to talk a little bit about when we start. But just to honor the artists and honor the collector, and record this as a way of honoring them and all of the work that they've done, both from the artist's viewpoint as well as the collector, because the collector spends a lot of time, curating and going out and hunting and gathering and finding. And so, I just like to, personally, and also just, from a humanitarian perspective, I want to do that. I want to honor the folks who are collectors, and I want to honor the artists as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start because I like to start pretty much on the hour. But like I said, if you would like to just say hello in the chat box, tell me a little bit about what you might. Why you might be here. And for those who don't know who I am Darren Scala, and I am the founder of D. Thomas Miniatures. I promote miniatures every chance I get because I love them. I have a passion for them personally. I love it so much I made it my business. But I am a marketer by trade. So my background is in marketing. And so my business is all about combining that skill, if you will, of marketing and that love of miniatures. And I sell miniatures full time, mostly estate sales. And I host online auctions, which is what this is. And I promote the miniatures world. So, I love what I do. And I popped into the chat bar a couple of things that are happening in my neck of the woods, not only my social media channels where you can follow me, join my mailing list, but I have a free webinar coming up about how to sell your collection. If you are a collector and you're looking to sell your miniatures, I host a free webinar giving you all the tips and tricks and all of the options that you have should you be interested in selling your collections, whether it's from, whether partnering with me or, other options. I go through all of them in this webinar. So look for that. I plop that into the chat box. You can go ahead and just screenshot it or cut and pasted, or I don't know how you do this. But I also, so that is October 7th. So if you want to join me on October 7th, it's Saturday morning here on the East Coast, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And if you're looking to shop the Zoe Breiner sale, which we're going to talk about in 1 second, I put a link there too to the online gallery, which also takes you to the eBay site, which is where this auction is being hosted. So welcome if you were just joining. Hi, Pat. Good to see you. And some other folks who have just joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So a little bit about what this collection is all about. So this is I'm calling this a Minspirational Miniatures auction. This is the estate of Mrs. Zoe Breiner. She was a Northeast-based miniaturist, a collector, and she spent many years through the 90s and the early 2000s amassing what I believe is a really large collection of miniatures. There's over 200 lots in this auction, spanning about 10 to 12 categories, from fine furniture to textiles to pottery to porcelain, fine art paintings, runs the gamut, character dolls, art dolls, and so this is her estate that that I'm working on, that I'm sharing today, parts of, not all, of course. 200 lots, that's a lot. It's actually over 2,000 individual pieces, because not only in this sale do I have individual pieces, mostly what I'm going to show you, but there are also lots filled with collections of miniatures, as well as room boxes, including the one behind me, which is by Alice Steele. I believe this was done in the 80s. We're not 100% sure, but it is called The Frame Shop, and it is filled with just actually, what I love about this room box is the composition. While it's not filled with hand-painted artwork, it's a lot of framed prints and other sort of works of art, scrimshaw, tintype, ivory pieces. So it's just filled with yummy, 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 yummy treasures in small scale. But so this collection is large in terms of the number of lots, the number of pieces, the number of categories that it covers, as well as the number of well-known artists. I almost want to say there are more one-name artists, at least artists that go by one name that you might know who they are in this collection, including Natasha, that's Natasha Beshenkovsky, Gideon, that's Gideon Wolf, Pete Acquisto for silver, Paul, that's Paul Saltarelli for fine art paintings. So one-name artists, a lot of artisans of the Guild, fellows of the Guild, former and present, that are included in this sale. So it's just a yummy, yummy, yummy mix, not only of the artisan pieces, but also fine, what I call quality manufactured, quality commercial pieces. These are really well-known names like Bestpak, and then some of them are vintage pieces like Shackman. So it's a nice mix of miniatures, both from fine art as well as quality commercial pieces as well, and includes lots as well as collections. So think like gentleman things, ladies' boudoir, toy collection. So things that full collections of similar items that are just yummy, yummy, yummy. So let me know if you have any questions before I move on. Welcome if you are just joining. Thank you for joining, and thank you all for joining on this Thursday evening to share and to see miniatures. And yeah, tell me in the chat box what you might be, maybe what you want to get out of this. So before I start my other screen where I'm going to share some of the yummy miniatures, I'll take a moment to see if you guys have any questions. But then I'm going to just go right into it, and yeah, let me go ahead and start my video. We can show you. I can show you the yummy yummies. All right, so hold on. Let me see where my panelist bar is. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to start my video, and we're started now. This is the first piece up. I'm going to actually remove my spotlight so that I'm going to remove my spotlight, and I'm going to spotlight the actual pieces that I'm going to share. So this is the first one up. As I mentioned, I don't think I mentioned, chat box is open, so please ask questions throughout. This will run about 50 minutes. I pulled out a lot of pieces. I'm not going to show all of them, but I want to start with this piece. It is a stunning piece. It is probably the highlight of the piece. Actually, what I didn't tell you, oh my goodness, this is probably the most important thing. Well, there's two things I want to say before I begin. This sale has started already. These, like I said, there's 200 lots. And so, hold on, I'm putting myself back on because this is really important. This is really important. Pin me. Oh, cancel that. Hold on. Add spotlight. All right, hold on. So you can see me, right? Tell me you can see me in there before I want to spotlight me. Oh, good. That's a yes. Okay. So what I wanted to say is a couple of things. It's really, really important. So this auction is so large that it's spanning over 2 weeks. So there's one 7-day sale that has already started. It's on eBay. And that this 7-day sale ends this Sunday. That's got about 100 lots. The next sale will start on Sunday at the same time that the first one is ending, and that will go 1 week, and that will end October 1st. So, like I said, this is a big sale. It's spanning 2 weeks, many, many lots, but the sale has begun already, and the first auction of 2 is ending this Sunday. I hope that all makes sense because it kind of gets confusing, at least for me. The other piece of this is, which I don't know if anybody's going to have questions, but maybe you've never shopped an eBay sale before. So I'm going to take you through some tips and tricks and answer some questions you might have if you've never shopped an eBay sale. It's possible, even though eBay is like big, #1 selling site probably in the world. It's the most visited site in the world, one of the top 10, 50. It's up there. Oh, Donnie D. Thank you, Donnie D. It is a Hoosier cabinet that we're going to talk about in a second. So those two things are very important. The sale has already started, and I'm going to do an eBay. I'm going to do an eBay, not a tutorial, but I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to how to navigate the sale. So let me remove my spotlight. You guys can see. No. You can see it. Hold on. Yeah, you can see the Hoosier cabinet, right? I'm curious. Okay, hold on. Wait. Great to see presentation information. Thank you, Jean, for the raising of the hands. Good. I'm curious if you'll be saying what the asking price of starting bid will be. That is all on eBay. If you go to eBay right now, because the sale has begun. But it's a good question. In general, I don't have reserves on most of these pieces. I start with very, very low starting values, and it's up to folks to take it from there, and they usually do. So you can go and check online now to see what the latest bidding prices for each of the items that are up now. On Sunday, when my second sale starts, you'll see very low reserves, but throughout the week, and we're going to talk about this when I talk about tips and tricks for eBay buying, you'll see that as the week goes on, the bidding prices go up, obviously, especially on some of the higher quality, higher valued pieces. But yes, Hoosier cabinet, this is going up this Sunday. This is not on sale right now. But look, I'm not going to do too much touching of the miniatures because, stuff breaks. And I don't want to break stuff before I sell it. But this cabinet is chock full of movable parts. Not only is it a hardwood cabinet with all of these brass fittings and fixtures, but when you open some of these cabinets, so this is a Hoosier cabinet. It's a baking station. So when you open up these cabinet doors, you could see all of the faux stainless steel components. Like this is like a dough. Does anybody know what this is? It's like a dough sifter. It's a flour sifter is what that is. So this, and the real piece de resistance of this piece is not even the fact that everything has opens and closes and there's shelves everywhere, but I'm going to show you really the most amazing part. This piece comes out just like the real one in real life, comes out to allow for additional space to do your baking. My head has just exploded when I first saw this piece. It is truly a stunning piece. I should mention who the artist is, and I don't know it offhand, but here it is. It's J. Nazak, and this was made in 1995. I mean, what do you think of this piece? I mean, you know, the vintage style and primitive style, this is like an early 1900s piece. I mean, this is just an amazing piece. So I'm going to put that off to the side while everybody catches their breath, because I think that it takes your breath away. And the next piece I just want to share is, it just shows you sort of the scope and the breadth of different items in this sale. So, I mean, although this is sort of like early 1900s, I would guess, in terms of the design, and I don't know what you would call this, but it is a wicker. It's a wicker chair. I believe it's made by Uncle Siggy's. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's from Marie Turonis at Wickerville, that's a new name for me. And doing these sales is so much learning for me. I learned so much. But isn't this divine? I think it's called a carpet chair. I don't know. But look at the lovely detail, the beadwork there. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to put that there just for a second. I love it. Okay, I'll put that on the side. All right, so again, in terms of the number of different categories that this sale covers, this is a beautiful hand-framed, hand-painted portrait. I don't know, no, it's a still life, right? I would call that a still life by Paul Saltarelli, who he is definitely a favorite in the miniatures world. And this is flowers with a yellow bowl, Paul Saltarelli, and it's after Fernand Toussaint. 2002, I guess. Yeah, 2002. Yeah, I think this is just lovely. I wish there was a better light on this that you can see it. Can you guys see it? Are you happy with the lighting? I really spent a lot of time trying to get the lighting together. Yeah, anyway, so that's paintings, and there are probably, I would say, about 10 to 12 paintings that are included in this sale. You know, not only is there fine furniture, paintings, there's also all these like little lovely, delightful, I don't know, it's furniture. What would you call this? It is a globe on a hardwood base by Ken Byers. It is divine. Ken Byers, it doesn't have a year on it, but this is hardwood. This is simulated metal, but the globe does churn. It is lovely, and I will find you the United States right there. Isn't that awesome? Just awesome. So I think this is going up on Sunday as well. This is not happening. This is not in this week's sale. I think this is next week. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, there's so many pieces that I try to get it. I try to pull it together and understand all of them. Anybody have any questions? Just shoot me a question in the chat box. I talked about single named artists, and one of them is for sure Natasha. This is hand painted. You know, some of her work was done with decals. This is not done with decals. You can actually see the brush strokes both on the front as well as the top, of this cabinet or dresser. But her work is just stunning. And I don't know if she's making miniatures anymore, but I hear that she might not be. But what's amazing is this is painted on all sides, front, a top, side, even the back. Well, no, the back is not painted. Kind of cool that it's not, but the sides and the front are. And this is just a beautiful piece. Yeah, what do you guys think? Say yes, I like it in the chat box. Tell me you don't like it. I want to hear from you. There are a number of textiles. I'll show you a few of the textiles, blankets. There are a couple of granny square blankets in this auction. I love them. Just look at the detail and look at I got schooled from somebody on eBay telling me this is actually crochet. This is not knit. So I learn every day. I learn. But isn't that stunning? This is one of the pieces that are part of sort of like the textiles. And then, oh, I didn't take it out of the bag, but I'm going to take it out right now because this is the other piece that this is my belief is that this is pure petty point. I'm going to show you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think it is petty point. You know, it's not science. You really never know. But I might need my experts to tell me. I think this is all hand done petty point. It is just stunning. I think I'm going to just leave this here because it's such a beautiful rug. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to leave little granny squares there as we take a move and look at. I mean, they're all beautiful. It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, like, okay, so like I said, there are not only artisan pieces in this sale, but there's best pack. Now, these I would call these vintage best pack, like pre-2000. Just some of the best packs earlier pieces were just very well crafted, very good proportions, very nice designs. You know, the materials, the upholstery, you know, just really, really well done. So there's this chair, there's a sofa, and then there's a matching chair. So there's one auction lot that includes two of these, and then a separate lot has the little, it's not a settee. It is, I think it's a full-on love seat, love sofa. Pat is saying the painting details on this just was lovely. I know, it was. I know. I'm going to put this on the side. But just like a reminder that the sale not only has artisan pieces, but it also has really quality, commercially manufactured. I don't think there's a better way to say it. Love the backdrop. Oh, thank you. This thing? This old thing? Donnie D. Of course it's Donnie D. All right. Look at this. Is this not a stunner? I don't think I have the name. It is BJS. It is written in the description online. I don't know if this lot is this week or next week, but look, I know the artist name, full name is there, but look at this gorgeous cabinet. It's gorgeous. I know. The oh my God, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. So not only is there this mirror that you know, swivels, you also have these two tiny little drawers. I don't know how to say that. And then I'm not opening. I shouldn't. And I'm not gonna play the drawers. We're just gonna take a moment to look at the painting and the beautiful work on the front of this. Yeah, this is 1/12 scale. Everything I'm showing you is 1/12 scale. Pat, I don't know if this is this week. I have a feeling this is next week, but I'm not 100% sure. Please peruse the estate sale on eBay. The link is in the first comment that up in the webinar chat. I will repeat that, but you can head over to my eBay site and see if it's there. But I mean, this just, you just want to cry. This kind of makes you want to cry a little bit. But I'll put this off to the side as I continue. But I want to do a time check. All right, we're 7:21. We're really good on time. What else? So let me, I mean, I swear they're all my favorite pieces, but look at this beauty. This is what does that say? I'm so bad at this. Symphonian